don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you.
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at something rather unique to my knowledge. I've never seen anything quite like it before. This is the UGears mechanical models, model U9 Grand Prix Car, and this is a wooden model kit. You don't have to have any glue. It is mechanical, which means it has motion to it. Bottom of the box, side of the box, top of the box, side of the box, and the back of the box, which has directions about size of it, series, whatnot, constructions. It's a 3D model. They have other ones. They have the tanker truck, a regular old flatbed truck, tractor. I'm not sure what that was. They have all sorts of different things, and if you look, this thing was not cheap. It was about 50 bucks, but this was unique enough that I really wanted to see what I was going to get in this packaging. Ever so often, you know, you just buy something because it looks interesting, and this looks interesting. Now, if people on the channel decide that they like this and they want to see more of this, then I'll oblige them, because I may just absolutely love this thing. It may be one of the best things I've ever messed with. I don't know. We'll find out together during this review. So, empty box. Okay, set the box aside and take a look at our pieces here. Again, this is all wood, and I guess that's, oh, look at this. Comes with toothpicks, rubber bands, and sandpaper. Okay. Hopefully it comes with directions as well. If it doesn't come with directions, I may be in trouble. Well, look what I just found. Alright, so let's tear in here and see just exactly what we're going to get. I have to tell you, I am kind of excited about this. I'm looking forward to this. Some of those Lego builds, they get kind of tedious after a while. This is new, it's fresh, and I have no idea how it's going to turn out. Oh, wow. Alright. Set this aside. We get this part right here. We get this part right here. This part right here. As my not securely fixed bamboo doesn't stay. We get this part right here. This part right here. And finally, this part right here. The instructions. Wow. These things are in full color. Look at this. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So I am so looking forward to this. Okay. Assembly instructions: remove model parts from the hanger board as illustrated below. Careful not to break parts. If a part does not remove easily, carefully cut it out with a knife. This model is intended for self-assembly without glue. If you have difficulty installing the axles, try waxing them with regular candle. Ooh, all moving parts can also be waxed during assembly to reduce friction when operating the model. Interesting. Interesting. Axles have sharp points. Wax parts with a regular candle. Rub with a candle. Interesting. Okay, and apparently it comes with a piece. Interesting. It is a tool for measurement and assembly. This is going to be interesting. I am really looking forward to this. Yes, I am. Okay, so I think the thing to do right now is to quite simply pause the video and get everything together so that we can take a look at this. So I'm interrupting the fast cut here. I wanted to show this piece off. It's made of 3 different individual pieces that came out of here, and putting the toothpicks through the holes was quite challenging. I was very much afraid I was going to break the second piece. So if you decide to do one of these kits, just be mindful of the fact that it could be, what's the word I'm looking for? Problematic. Be gentle. Alright, and back to it. So I just want to take a second and show these things off here. They are made of plywood. It just looks like 3 layers of plywood on each piece, and this thing is surprisingly large. I wasn't expecting these to be quite this big, but I'm sure they'll do just exactly what they're supposed to do, and we will pick it up from here. So you saw me sandpaper these little pieces here, and they're just, I don't know what they are, parts of it. Focus. They're just little parts that are going to go around this big thing here, and I'm not entirely sure how it'll work, but it did mention the fact that I need to get my candle out for some candle wax at this point. So I am going to go get the candle wax. So as you see, this piece right here has multiple little pieces on it, and I have waxed them. Focus. And I have waxed them so they can move as needed. I will continue with the build. folks, I have taken a couple days off because I needed to while I was working on this. I'm going to pick this back up. I already know it's going to be a long video. I'm about 4.5 hours, believe it or not, into the assembly of this thing, and we will progress as we go. So having said that, I am going to jump right back into it. Okay, so I'm pausing the speed up right here. This was a very difficult connection to make because you had a connection part here, 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 here. I think that's it. But lining all these up was extremely challenging. I highly recommend using caution when you do this. Additionally, while I've got a chance, I'm afraid the seat broke on me because of the way that it is designed. There's not really much I can do about it other than, I don't know, glue it maybe. So I'm going to examine that option, but not just yet. And additionally, I don't know why these two pieces don't line up. This is in as far as it will go. We'll take a look at it and we'll just keep going. Breaking in again, I was able to get everything snapped together, and let me tell you, it is solid. But man alive, that was a, let's just call that an ordeal. Let's just call that an ordeal and leave it at that, because that was rough. All right, so now I'm gonna pick it back up again. I broke a piece. Let me zoom in here. So I was, oh, focus. So I was hooking together this piece, focus. I was making sure this piece was where it was supposed to go. And on the very bottom is, you can see right here, a little clip, a little spot where this little clip was supposed to stay plugged in. It's supposed to look like this. My strongest recommendation would be, if you are going to do this, be assured of the fact that you do not break that little clip, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be needed for something, and I just don't know what yet. So here's hoping I can make it work without it. Okay folks, I'm pretty sure we're on the home stretch at this point. There's not that many pages left. It is going to be interesting to figure out how to do some of this. But with perseverance and faith, we shall persevere and succeed. So, with having said that, we will finish this up. Alright, so we are finished with our Roadster. I had a few parts left over. Apparently, based on what I can tell from the directions, these are spare parts in case you need them. So I will keep those handy. We have ourselves a little trophy here, which is really actually kind of nice. It measures in at approximately 2.5 inches by about 1.25 inches, and it's about 3/4 of an inch deep. It's a nice little trophy. Yay, we got a trophy. Okay. Don't know if you all noticed it. I'm not sure exactly how fast I'll be on this, but this broke. I was not able to get these flush. And I think they're supposed to go flush, but they may not. Honestly, I can't tell you for sure. But, yeah, whatever. Let's see here. If you recall, I told you the seat broke, and this little piece right here broke, and it just helps keep the engine on. Now, taking a look at our Roadster here, we have some really nice tires. They've got the rubber bands on them to give them grip. The pistons and stuff do work on the inside, and they're all rubber banded up, whatever. We have this little thing right here, which I can't tell that it does anything except just kind of sit there. We have gears. We have lots of knobs and dials and whistles and bells and all this other good stuff in here. The spare tire. The other side is the same. We have an actual on-off switch. It's supposed to work. So it's supposed to be that you can move this. Trying to figure out exactly how. But when you do, this side will come over and it'll say on. So I'll try and figure that out. We have our gear shift here, which works. It actually does work. you just have to be careful with the toothpicks and not put, there we go, not put too much strain to it. So maybe it has to do with having this forward and then you can move this, or maybe having it all the way back and maybe you can move it, or I don't know. I'll play with it and try and figure it out. Additionally, you have this thing, this key that goes in here, lift it up so that the wheels come all the way down. This key goes in here and you can supposedly wind your car up, but for some reason mine's not catching. I'm not sure exactly why. Interesting, as they say. Yeah, it should be catching and forcing it to rotate. Why is it not doing so? Maybe there's a piece or something that maybe I have to have it with it all the way forward that way to get it to connect. I don't know. Hell, folks, we're doing this all live on camera for the first time, so right or wrong, we'll do it all. We'll learn about it together. It's just not catching. I don't know. Now, I will also tell you, and I'm not a bit shy about it, that I am not the greatest when it comes to this type of thing. It is entirely possible that I have done something incorrect. As I think I've said, it would not be the first time, believe you me. But it does have steering. It's tight, but it does kind of work. This gear down here is attached to the steering wheel, and it does work, albeit unhappily, but you can get it to work. Okay. Now this is going to be really disappointing if I can't get the engine to run. It's going to be really disappointing, because it's got all those gears and all that in there. I mean, that's just going to be really sad if I can't get it to run. I don't need the tires to run necessarily, but I mean, it will roll. Maybe it's got something to do with this right here. I don't know, folks. Like I said, I'm doing this for the first time with you. There's bound to be something. I mean, I'm fully aware of the fact that I can make a mistake, especially when it comes to something that I have never done before, and believe you me, I've never done this type of thing before. So, yeah. Tell you what if I can get this off? Can I get that off? I think I don't know. If I can get this thing off, then maybe we can take ourselves a look here and maybe figure out if old Tommy Boy here has done something bad wrong or just a little wrong. Or both. Alright, I'm going to cut right here and I'm going to, oh, never mind. Alright, so that just pulls back that way. And this one will do the same thing. And this should, I was going to say, come right out. Alright, so this should slip over. Can y'all see in there? So here's the gearbox. This bit needs to slide over. This, I'm not sure why it's not connecting the way that I believe it should. That's going to be hard to get loose. Let's see here. Now see, it's got that piece right there, but why won't it turn it? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I do know one thing. I'm going to be highly disappointed if this thing doesn't run at all. Yep. Highly disappointed. And here I was getting ready to give this thing a, you know, just a beautiful review after the build, but if it won't, I mean, if I can't get it to, man, why is it not, come on, it'll wiggle, but I can't get it to move over, and it should. Yeah, that's in there. Wonder if I can safely get this out. No, not likely, not safely. No, I'm not going to be able to pull out the instrument panel. Now folks, I don't rightly know what to tell you here. It should be running just fine. This should turn the key, and yet it's not. See, these wheels are on gears, and it's supposed to go, but it can't go right now. Tell you what, folks, I'm going to take a little bit, see if I can figure this thing out. As it is, unless I can get this thing running, if you don't see anything else from me on this video, then I was never able to get this thing running. And if I can't get it running, then I can't recommend it. Now granted, I fully grant that I may be doing something wrong. That's always a possibility. With anything I do, there's always the possibility that I'm doing something wrong. But this should be movable and running, and it's not. So, do I recommend it? If I can get the thing running, absolutely. If you want a nice challenging build, go for it. I think it's a great, I paid I think $45 for this thing, and I've spent probably 8 hours total working on it. So if you want it, great. If not, pass. That's all I can say. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.